The video's pretty late tonight. I just got done hanging out with a good buddy who I haven't seen in a long time, but it's late, but we still made it. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk to some of you guys. Welcome to everyone new to the channel, and welcome back to all my existing viewers. We've been doing really good with these live streams, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I also really appreciate the participation in the input. That makes these YouTube lives so much more fun, guys. When you guys can talk and add in, you know, it's I want to give you guys as much information that I can. If you guys are interested about any of these topics, such as traveling overseas. A lot of people have been asking me about Thailand, guys. I'm trying to give you guys some insight. I've been around the block there for quite some time. I kind of know how things work in Thailand. I know the do's, I know the don'ts. It's a totally different world over there. So, you know, if it's your first time ever going to Thailand, guys, please message me. I promise it's my goal to message everybody back, to give everybody as much information that I possibly can. This is what I'm passionate about. I want to help people. I want to teach people. I want to mentor people. And what I don't want is for you guys to show up at the airport and not know what to do, not be able to figure out your way through immigration, maybe not even make it into the country, or make it in and get yourself hurt or lose a bunch of money because you don't know how things work in Thailand or some of these other countries in the ASEAN nations. So yeah, guys, we're going to talk about Thai immigration today. I'm answering any questions. I know Thai immigration probably better than most people. I don't say that to be ignorant. I just say that because I've had to navigate the maze that Thai immigration is, as well with I've seen my dad apply for F1 visas and had to go through the whole entire marriage visa process, which is a whole nother story in itself, guys, right? Like when it has to do with the United States immigration, guys, it is not easy. It's as hard as it gets, right? Like coming to America from a country like Thailand, it's not even possible right now, guys. Like because of the travel ban that Trump signed, you know, we don't even let people from Thailand come to our country right now. So I watched my dad go through this time when Biden was president, but even back then, things were still really hard. So I definitely know a lot about immigration, guys. Let me see here. We got a comment from Walton. Thoughts on U.S.-Israel attack on Iran just now? I've been out cruising with my friend, so I'll look it up right now. Taiwan femboy. I've been to Taiwan. It's a great country. I love Taiwan. Taiwan's an amazing country, and I hope to spend a lot more time there. But back to the U.S. attack thing. I've known this is going to happen. I think we all kind of knew this, right? I'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, this was an intimate thing. Let's see. Maybe you could tell me what's going on right now. That's actually good information to know because I've kind of been thinking of going to the Middle East for a little bit. So this could interrupt some of my things. So live, U.S. and Israel conduct strikes on Iran. I don't like to see this. My thoughts are, are you calling me a femboy, or I'm not quite sure. Also, guys, this YouTube channel and this live, it's I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to promote positivity, help you guys achieve your goals in your life. For those of you who are interested in traveling to places like Taiwan or Thailand or Malaysia or Singapore, I've been to these places. This channel is about that. So, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about the femboys in Thailand, or excuse me, in Taiwan. I know there's a lot of feminine guys, in some of these countries. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me at all. I think people should get to be whatever they want to be, right? And that's why I like Thailand so much. There's freedom. You don't have to hide who you are deep inside. You could just be whoever you want to be, and that's kind of why I like it. But back to you, Walton. I'm kind of just reading over some of the things going on right now. It's unfortunate. I'm not in favor of the U.S. getting involved in any wars. I think that someone who's, lived most of their lives in the United States, I think that we have, I'm not super political on this channel, but I'll talk about it a little bit. I think the United States' biggest threat is eternally. I think that what will destroy the United States isn't something from 8,000 nautical miles away. It's ourselves, right? And that's usually how a lot of emperors fall, right? So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts about it. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'll read this later tonight, but I appreciate you letting me know. I did have plans on possibly going to Dubai, but I might have to make rearrangements, and that was part of the way I was going to get over to Thailand. I was thinking of doing a long layover in Dubai, but if this stuff's going on, I'm not going to mess around with the Middle East. I'm going to fly across the Pacific. So I appreciate the information. Let's see what we got in the chat. It bothers me. I identify as a rich black woman who is living in your basement. You my biggest threat. Taiwan mustache rides. Chest. So one. North Korea is really nice. Have you been to North Korea? My dad had an opportunity to go to North Korea. A lot of people don't know this. You can't go to North Korea as Americans. It's a real thing. If you're in Beijing, China, they have tours. You could take a charter flight into North Korea for I think a week, and you have a designated tour group that you stay with. My dad decided not to actually do it at the time, but it was offered to him. I don't think that, I have any interest of ever going to North Korea. I'm not a big fan of going to these countries that, if something goes wrong as far as me goes, I know that there's no embassy that I can go seek help to. So to me, I'd rather read about these countries. I've been to South Korea. So I have many connections in South Korea, a lot of South Korean friends. So I kind of have heard the narrative from some of the people that I know that live on military bases near the DMZ. So maybe someday I'll go to the DMZ. I'll look across with binoculars, but I don't really have any interest as to actually traveling into North Korea. End up like Otto. Good luck on your travel, dude. Please visit Indonesia sometime. We have good food here. I've been to Indonesia. I've been to Bali, so I don't know if you guys even consider that. I know it's Indonesia, but it's kind of a tourist place. But I love Bali because I'm passionate about surfing, and Bali, Indonesia is one of my favorite places to go travel to for the surfing and the beaches. I think it's really beautiful. I also enjoyed the food there. I like Malaysian food as well, so I kind of like some of that stuff. A lot of people don't talk about it. You hear more about like Thai food and Chinese and Japanese food, but yeah. So I'll definitely come back to Indonesia very soon. My dad was just there on that island off the coast of Singapore. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. So my dad does a lot of work in Indonesia. So yeah, guys, welcome to the chat. For those of you who just got here, I started the chat pretty late tonight because I was out hanging out with a good friend that I haven't seen in a couple months. So guys, try to stay close to your friends. It's important to have people in your life that you care about. You know, I travel a lot. And one thing about traveling that's really hard is, you know, you miss your friends and you miss your family. So it's good to be back home to see some of the people that you care a lot about. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day so far. What else you guys want to ask me in the chat? Looks like we have some new people here today. Welcome to the channel, guys. I make travel content. I also make content trying to help you guys live the life of your dreams and start making money nomadically so you can live and kind of do whatever you want with your life. So that's what my YouTube channel is about for the new people here. And yeah, guys, welcome to the channel. Yeah, so it's pretty late where I am. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. So usually I do these live streams at around midnight. I do them every single day. I'll answer all of your questions in the chat as long as they're somewhat relevant. And, you know, you guys are welcome to the channel. Like I said before, I try to post on a weekly basis about traveling, trying to inspire you guys to go out there and do what you want to do with your life, whether that's traveling or not. My goal is to help people, to help as many people that I possibly can change their life and go do the thing that they're good at and that they're passionate about, you know. I think everybody, you know, has a gift. Everyone has something they're meant to do. And it's my hopes with this YouTube channel that I can kind of help and inspire people to be courageous enough to go out there and do those things. So guys, that's what's going on there. And yeah, guys, so we're probably going to be traveling here again pretty soon. If anyone in the chat has any questions regarding Thailand immigration, please ask. I'm quite knowledgeable as far as Thai immigration. I'm not a consultant. I'm not a lawyer. This isn't legal advice. This is just someone talking through their experience of kind of how things go. Because I know some people lately have been showing up to the country and they don't have the right paperwork filled out. And if you don't have the right paperwork filled out, then there's a chance that you're going to be told to go back on the airplane. And if you're from America like me, you have another 20-something hour plane flight to do right after you just got off a 20-hour plane flight. So that's pretty crazy. But that has, I do know people that's happened to. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what's up with this video. It's Friday night here. Things are happening. I was just out in town. The people are out drinking. Got to be careful on the roads, right? Want to stay away from the drunk drivers and stuff like that. But I was just out with a buddy having a good time. So yeah, guys. Since we don't have a lot of questions, I'm gonna kind of just talk about a couple things regarding the visa exemption in Thailand. For those people who watched this video back in time. So right now, the visa exemption in Thailand is still 60 days. And like I said before, that's not legal advice. That's just me telling you from the stamp that was put in my passport when I went there not too long ago, and the stamp that was put in my dad's passport yesterday. that it is still 60 days. So a lot of people on the internet have been, asking about that, and I just want to provide relevant information to you guys. So also, you still have to fill out the TDAC, which stands for Thailand Digital Arrival Card. This must be filled out 24 to 48 hours before arrival. So you get that filled out and you're pretty much good to go, So you're welcome to come inside the country at that point. I've heard something about maybe some people being asked for financial proof. As far as like the policies kind of go now and kind of what like the government, the bureaucracy of the government in Thailand right now is changing. And as far as immigration goes, they're looking for a different demographic of people, right? So it used to be like broke backpackers going to Thailand, trying to have a good time on full moon parties and do drugs and drink a bunch of alcohol and live in cheap hostels. Like that stuff doesn't really go on as much as it used to. It's really changing to people who, they're targeting people who have more money and trying to give those people a luxury life that they can come to Thailand and live, right? Thailand is looking more and more like Dubai or something like that, right? Like Sukhumvit Road, which is like the main road there. There's like millionaires on it living in these penthouse condominiums. There's like Michelin star restaurants and tons of Japanese sushi places, and everything is being catered towards people who have more money, guys. So my advice has been, if you're not in that category and you're trying to relocate to Thailand long term, there might be some better options. I've talked about some of those options on my previous live streams. Probably make a video about that as well. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much what's going on as far as that. Also, guys, I want to help people find a way to actually kind of like break out of the matrix, right? And I'm going to be making some more videos about that. Some of those ways would include being able to, basically work remote online jobs. Another one is to, build a personal brand, as well as, I want to help people move overseas, right? Whether that be teaching English or, building something that revolves around themselves. So see what we got in the chat here. Hey man, World War III just popped off. Get ready for the buzz cut dog. Yep. So yeah, that's the second person in the chat that said that there's been strikes. I was unaware that this had happened, but this has been intimate, right? If you've kind of followed the narrative as to, what's going on, we were expecting this to happen by this week or so. So I haven't really looked into it a ton. When I get a chance, I'll see what's going on. I think that, right now is a good time to find a way to kind of block this stuff out, And as far as this channel goes, I don't like making it super political, right? Of course, I talk about things like geopolitics sometimes and immigration and bureaucracies of ASEAN nations because I know about this and it impacts me because, I'm dealing with these systems. But, as far as holistically what's going on with the government, I'm kind of uninterested in it. I don't really care too much. It doesn't really affect me personally. So, there's always going to be noise, right? There's always going to be things going on. And, I've lived in countries when war has happened. I was in the province of Trat when Thailand and Cambodia had went to war. So there's always a lot of noise, right, when things happen, right? And my best advice is and I've been in countries too where there's been bombings inside of the country when I've been in it, and acutely when these things happen, there's a lot of noise, right? And there's a lot of people saying a lot of different things. It's hard to get the narrative straight as to what exactly is going on. And so my best piece of advice is to not really look at it at all, because a lot of the information you're seeing is unrelevant or misleading. So I think the best thing to do is to just kind of wait a little bit and, kind of see what's going on in, when you got a little bit of a more runway of timeline to know what's going on. But this is decent information for me to know, because I almost just booked a flight with an Etihad Airlines. I was looking at them. They're very cheap, which they fly into the Middle East. And I kind of knew in the back of my head that wasn't a good choice. So probably fly like Cathay Pacific or go somewhere over the Pacific Crossing, right? My dad, I'll tell you guys a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story at all. I shouldn't say that at all. But my dad was flying on an Air India flight, and this was right when Israel attacked Tehran last year. And I remember seeing this happen on the news, and I knew my dad was in the air, and he had a flight from Delhi to Austria, and of course that route flies right over Tehran. And so I started kind of thinking about my dad, and I looked on the flight radar, which is a radar system from Switzerland, and it's really good if you guys want to check it out. And I find this flight, and I just see this big U shape, and I think, oh well, that's my dad flying over, and that's how you know a conflict's really going on. And I knew this would happen because airspace has already been closed over the Middle East. So a good way of knowing if conflict's actually going to happen, you can look at airspace and see what airspace is closed. And guys, as far as the military stuff, it's never a surprise. These things are planned well in advance. So I know it seems crazy when these things happen, but in all reality, these things have been chalked up on the chalkboard for months, if not close to years in advance. So it is what it is. So yeah, guys. Trying to think what else we can kind of talk about. This video is kind of late, so I think maybe I missed some of my normal viewers that usually check in. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Richie. I talk about moving overseas. I started this YouTube channel when I was living in Thailand, and I just wanted to show people, how different things are in Asia than they are in the West, right? After I started making videos, I got really interested in just making videos themselves, right? I really enjoyed showing people things, teaching people new stuff. So, it kind of pushed me to keep making these videos. And so it's nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the channel. I'm trying to build a positive community of winners. So that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. So 1 second here. I got to send a message. All right, guys. Well, we've been going for around 25 minutes here, so probably going to cut the live stream off here. I appreciate you guys coming in. For those of you that want to be a part of the channel, you're welcome. I do live streams every single night, usually 2 hours earlier than this. I promise I'll answer everything in the comments section. I try to bring you guys as much information that I possibly can. I want my subscribers and my viewers to succeed. And I really appreciate everybody watching. I'll make more videos soon, and I'll catch you guys next time.